Now, I have to confess, I do have a small affiliation with these people. I've known them for quite some time. One of them I went to school with, the other person is hard to avoid. Anyway, so, Mike.
Did you go to school with him?
No, I've heard about your small affiliation, though.
Yeah. Gentlemen, we have the cornerstone of the Quirky!
Anyway.
Tim, Mike, it's a pleasure to have you here. How do you feel performing in this auspicious location? Now, usually the bands that do come here feel the nerves rattling through them and they are quaking in their boots before they go on this stage, because it is a critical audience now.
Well, first of all, your first question, I feel privileged to be here.
Good.
Excited? The nerves, excited, absolutely. Calm me down. The nerves don't really hit me anymore. They used to, quite a lot, and a little bit of nerves is good now. Gets the excitement going a little bit, yeah.
Ah, so you use it to your favour?
Absolutely, yeah, I think you should. As a performer, I think you should use them things to get the adrenaline going.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mike, is no cymbal big enough to hide behind, or what?
No, I don't want to be hiding behind cymbals. I mean, the people are here to see me, obviously. I want to show them what I've got, obviously. So, the smaller the cymbals, the more they will see. Everyone's going to be leaving here happy. That's what they tell me anyway.
Who?
The people, the crowds, the fans, the crew.
The millions.
Yeah, the millions and the minions.
Would you call yourself a flamboyant drummer?
At times, possibly, yeah.
So when you actually play the wall behind your drum kit, would
Yeah.
that be sort of pushing your luck maybe, or just flamboyance in they're kind of a key component?
It's just the right percussive moment for that song at that right time. If that 3 seconds of the song needs a brick wall to be played, I'll play the brick wall.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
And what part of the wall do you play when you have that moment of all those 3 seconds?
I sometimes bang my head against it.
Do you?
Yes.
Is that when the hat falls off?
Yes, no, that's protection.
It's otherwise known as a lid.
Crash helmet, yeah.
Okay, listen guys, I know you've been playing for a while and you recently launched your album. How did that go?
Yeah, it was good. At the Dublin Castle we had John Ottaway along, which was brilliant. He was a fantastic special guest. He was just, like a professional, he was really, really good and just so friendly. He's been in the music business for so long and he was just a lovely guy.
But the gig itself, the actual debut of the album...
yeah, it went well. I enjoyed it. I think everyone else enjoyed it. We had enough people along and yeah, it was a lovely night. Really, really enjoyed it.
And how did it feel for you? All your work, your effort and your moment, and this was it, what you'd worked towards so hard?
Yeah, it was quite an accumulation of a couple of years. And
did you find that emotional?
Yeah, it was. I didn't cry, but I felt like crying at the time.
Yeah, wow. Okay. And and did you enjoy that gig?
I loved that gig. So I got to play on a bill with John Ottaway. He was a bit of a hero. I've seen him many times over the last 20 years, so that was fantastic, having Ottaway on the bill. And yeah, finally playing the album, having the album done after what seemed like an eternity was terrific. Yeah, it was great buzz, and the Dublin Castle was full, and it was a buzz of a gig. Yeah, absolutely loved it. Yeah, I also didn't cry, funnily enough. Only when I was carrying the stuff out after, that low after the high. You think this is glorious. Hang on, I'm lugging stuff out to a car now.
The rock and roll dream.
The highs and the lows all in one night. The highs and the lows. Yeah, that's right.
And so, listen, you guys, you've been playing for a while. You're regular giggers, as it were. You're now a three-piece.
Yeah, right now, yeah. We're thinking about bringing in someone else, but we keep on having sort of female keyboardists come in, and then we
keep losing our force members.
Losing them somehow.
We're going to chain down the next one.
I think you should.
Well, I think I did before, and that's why she left.
Right. I think she made the right decision.
Probably.
Have you received any sort of a police summons?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, really good.
Do you know something like that?
Moving. No. So anyway, you are the creative influence in the band. You bring your tunes to the rehearsals, and so the creative tension. How does it work in the room for you?
What, while we're rehearsing, or
Yeah,
while
well,
we're developing
how you
the tunes?
formulate your songs and how you hone the tune to give it.
It works really well. I mean, the way it basically works is I'll bring a tune into the rehearsal room, and I'll take it to Mike and Brian, and we'll just sort of jam over that tune for a while. Mike is amazing at just like, if I ask him to do a particular rhythm, he can do it straight away, or an idea or a feel. And Brian is very musical, so I can bounce off of him very musically, and if you need some kind of like harmonies going on, he always makes amazing suggestions.
Nice one.
Yeah, it's very good.
And so the songs formulate. I mean, and so you've got this one album out now.
Yep.
And where is it available? Is it available?
It's available on iTunes. It's available at our website, thequirky.co.uk. It's available there to buy straight from us, which is good because obviously iTunes always takes.
And it's called?
It's called Fresh Lies.
Okay. And the difficult second album.
I think after the first album, it's going to be the easy second album. Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we've developed about 5 or 6 new tunes for this album, and it should be coming out probably in a year. I mean, we're not going to rush things.
Sure. And do we get to hear any new material this evening?
Yeah, we're doing, I think, 2 tunes off of the old album and about 5 new tunes.
Well, I can't wait to hear that, are we? Yeah, it's a 5 and 2 split, is it?
It is, yeah.
These new tracks, have we played them yet?
Well, I have.
Terrific. It's going to be a thriller, folks.
Excellent.
No one really
Hold
knows
on
what's
to
going
your
on up
seats.
there. Yeah.
And so, Mike, you've been a jobbing musician for a while. You've done many things, but clearly you've been a drummer your life, and your drumming is your life. But the instrument is to you. I mean, it is just a beautiful thing, and you move around it like an extraordinary person. But I mean, how much enjoyment do you get out of it in the live terms, playing live? Is it?
Yeah, I absolutely love playing the gigs, yeah. Playing the gigs is really what I like doing. I like playing the drums with a band.
Isn't that beautiful moment of serendipity when you're in that zone and you just...
Yeah, that's what it's all about. I don't
music.
really like anything that surrounds it, really. I don't like the waiting, the lugging, the schlepping, the driving, the setting up, the breaking down. But the moment when we're playing, yeah, that's what it's all about, yeah.
And that makes it all worthwhile.
That makes it all worthwhile, the moment when you're sitting there playing with the band, yeah, love that.
Because it's discipline, it's absolute discipline, you know, playing, lugging drums and turning up to these gigs when there's only 4 people there, but
Yeah,
then
that's the work, yeah. That's doing the work. That is the getting there and all that. But the playing is the
always
fun.
So it's an
That's when you're a
extraordinary
kid
thing,
again.
that moment in time, that 40 minutes that's yours, when you're there and you're delivering your goods and you're just saying, this is it.
All the glory.
This is what makes it all
This is what it's all
worthwhile.
about. This is me in my element.
Yeah, but
Now, Lord, take me now.
would you call it an addiction?
No, I don't. No, I wouldn't call it an addiction. It's a passion.
Yeah.
Poisson.
Yeah.
A poisson. Was that small chicken? Poisson.
Possibly. Any French people in the audience?
It's a passion. No, it is an addiction, but it's something I love doing. I love the moment, be it in a rehearsal room or playing a gig. Just from sitting behind the kit, quite simply.
And influences?
For me, there's loads of blues influences. Obviously, I got into loads of old rock when I was a kid, but as
We all know.
yes,
Moved him away from the stereo, and then we can listen to some proper music.
Yeah, you were there. But no, mainly in later times, it's blues. I love blues. Skip James, the old blues artists.
And that
Roy Gallagher.
is the well. I mean, does that drive your music at the minute? I mean, or
It's creeping in there. The Quirky wasn't a blues band to begin with. It was more sort of rock, a bit more like commercial. But I can't keep it out of my music. I just love it.
yeah.
So there's always the influences in there. Yeah.
And Mike?
Drummers, basically. Yeah, I saw the Beatles films on TV when I was a kid, and I wanted to be Ringo. So I started from that, and then got into the Who and Keith Moon, and then Rush and Neil Peart, and various drummers. Yeah, I'm always listening to, like all drummers. You listen to drummers, you're influenced by drummers. Love watching the drummers.
I hate watching drummers because they're all so
But you are one, Jules.
Well, you know, part-time. But they're all so brilliant that they just make me think, oh, why bother? Just watch them rather than play them.
Well, you watch them, you think, I tell you, I could emulate that, have a crack. You nick a bit from here, but it's influenced by watching drummers, and you try and emulate a bit there, and then eventually, hopefully, develop your own style is what happens as the years go by.
But it's a wonderful moment of synchronicity when you're in the rehearsal room and you've actually nailed a rhythm and you're moving around the kit and your rhythm is taken over and the chords are all working and you look at each other and just go, check us out.
Oh,
Do you know that beautiful
yeah.
moment?
That is the moment, yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah, when it's all coming together like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Especially in the rehearsal room, because there's no one there and it's more just for yourselves, you know.
Sure. No inhibition, just bosh.
You do hit that on stage.
That quirky magic, you think it's all coming together now. It's all getting weird. Tim's getting taller. I've been with this band for 3 years. He's got 7 inches taller in 3 years. How weird is that for a man of this age? Yeah.
I've grown
He'll
up.
be 7'6" if we carry on like this for another 3 years.
There was one point where he was only a foot taller than me.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
I just wear bigger shoes all the time.
All right, you're Mr. Sarkozy now, are you? Yeah. Okay, listen, guys. Privileged to talk to you. It's even more of a privilege to listen to you again. I can't wait to hear you and your new tunes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Quirky. Ladies